Hey everyone, just got off work. Still getting used to recording myself because I record on my iPhone 5C, which was a gift for those of you that hate Apple. And I use the front-facing camera so that I can see myself. But, I mean, looking at yourself and talking is kind of distracting. Who knows, maybe if I like doing this, I'll get a better equipment and record myself in an actual place. But right now, I just like making videos, trying it out. But, yeah, looking at myself while talking is very distracting because of the fact that we've evolved to have extremely efficient facial recognition as humans. So it takes a significant amount of brain power, I believe, when we see someone's face. So if you're talking and you have to look at someone's face, your brain's going to be doing background stuff like trying to figure out their emotions and whatnot while you're trying to do whatever you're trying to do. So it can be very distracting to see someone's face. So if you're trying to think about something, you can like look away or look down, and that's why some people do that. They can't look at your face and think. But I'm sure with practice, people can do it. I mean, like if you're looking at someone's face and you're having a conversation with them, you might like blank out a little bit just to their face so that you can speak to them. But I don't know, maybe that's just me. I did see that or hear that on a science video a while ago. But speaking of science videos, that's one of my interests. I like YouTube a lot, and I've been watching videos ever since basically YouTube started. I do like to look at a lot of science videos. I've always been into science and mathematics. That's why I became a mechanical engineer. It's always been kind of easy for me. So I'm subscribed to, Vlogbrothers, ASAP Science, Vsauce, stuff like that. But I also like comedy and watching people do stand-up. So I look that up sometimes. Another person I'm subscribed to is PewDiePie, though. He's the most subscribed to person on YouTube right now. He's really popular. He basically plays video games, and you watch him play video games or do funny things. It's nice to have a person that you can basically be friends with that you don't even know. You could just watch their videos and watch them do stuff. Some older people in society, I know Jimmy Fallon criticized him, his viewers basically, for just watching someone else play video games when you could be playing them yourself. I personally don't really have time to play a lot of video games, or at least I tell myself that. I have time to watch YouTube videos because it's easy. I can do that anywhere. I can't always sit down and play video games. Not to mention that they're really expensive, like $60 a game for a decent one. It's just better for me to just sit down and watch them. I watch speedruns too. Like if I am interested in a game and it's like an older game, I can just look it up on the internet, YouTube basically, and watch someone play that game all the way through. There's different types of speedruns. You can speedrun a game 100%, which means you collect everything and do every task, every mission. And those are usually a little bit longer, but you get to see like basically the full experience of the game. And then there's other ones that see, I looked at my face and now it's hard to think. There's others that are any percent, so you can basically, just as long as you get to the end of the game as fast as possible, and you can either have glitchless runs or ones that include glitches. And a glitch is basically, I'd call it an error in the code such that you can break the logic of the game that was built in. So like, you know, clipping through walls and whatnot. So you can have any percent or 100% and glitchless or not glitchless. So basically, yeah, you just see what you can find and stuff, and it's nice for me. It's basically like watching a movie, except it's a video game, and it could be popular or not. I mean, there's so many on YouTube. I mean, it's just growing so fast. So that's one thing I like to do. I'm really into, well, not really into, I'm into Pokemon. I grew up with it. Kids at school introduced me to Pokemon and stuff, so it's always been a part of my life, and my brother and I have been playing the games for a while. But I mean, once I graduated college, I just stopped playing. The last version I played was Emerald version. But I subscribed to this guy named Shofu on YouTube, and he plays Pokemon and Super Smash Bros., another game that I was into, used to play with my little brother. Yeah, so he plays those games sometimes, and he talks about it and stuff, and it's just nice to watch. But besides YouTube, I do have other hobbies. I like to work out. I work out every single day. I used to be 200-something pounds, 208 pounds, back in February of 2012. I actually started weighing myself because I was starting a new diet, and I ended up joining a gym in October 2012 after I had lost a bunch of weight by doing cardio. I was running 2.5 miles a day when it started to warm up outside, and I ended up losing 30 pounds in 3 months, which was huge for me because I just really let myself go back then. But now I'm dancing around 165 and I feel great. And yeah, I just work out every day basically because that's just what I think that I need to do in order to keep my body where I want it to be, because of all the food that I eat. I just I love sweets. I mean, I can eat sweets all day, but you know, I don't want to get fat again, so I do a lot of cardio, a lot of lifting. It's the same program every day. I might change it soon because, I mean, it's getting kind of stale. Chest on Mondays, cardio Tuesdays, shoulders Wednesdays, legs Thursdays, arms Fridays, stretching and cardio usually on Saturdays. Sometimes I'll skip Saturdays, and back on Sundays, and then it starts over on Mondays again. What's really cool though is that my where I work has a gym, and during my lunch break I go work out there, which is awesome because it's like a free gym membership. But I never canceled my Charter Fitness membership, so after work sometimes I'll go, but I go every day at work, and I go on the weekends, so I end up going, sometimes in 1 week I'll go like 11 times to the gym. So that's fun. Sometimes I think, am I overdoing it? Am I not recovering fast enough to see the gains that I want? But I mean, it is what it is, and I'm just trying to stay skinny. And I just basically go by, if I start to feel not healthy or look not healthy, I'll change it up. I'll do more cardio. I'll lift a certain muscle group more. Right now I'm trying to concentrate on my back because for a while I was doing chest a lot so that I could get you know, a bigger chest area. Because once you have like a big chest and big triceps, I think that everything kind of just falls together. Like if you've got just oversized chest, I mean, you'll just look big. You'll look good. So that's what I decided to concentrate on. But now I'm trying to do back because I just have a flat back. I think I'm misproportioned, but I mean, you are what you are. You got to work with what you got to work with. I mean, my friend used to have an Arnold book, and Arnold Schwarzenegger, he talked about the 3 different muscle types. You can be endomorph, mesomorph, or ectomorph, or some combination of those. And my friend, we determined that he was like an ecto, which means that he couldn't really build muscle and tone the way like a strict mesomorph could. Yeah, we determined that I was like an ecto-endo. Yeah, an ecto-endo. No, a mecto. Shit. I have no idea. it was something. But basically, it's always been really easy for me to, you know, lose weight and gain some mass pretty quickly, which is nice, because not everyone has that. And there's a different workout plan for everyone out there. I mean, there's some people that, you know, can't run because of an injury, or can't do certain exercises because of ailments or pre-existing conditions. But I believe that anyone can, you know, like, get up and just, you know, start their lives. I didn't feel good once I realized how fat and just weak I was. So I decided to change it. And when you go to the gym, you can just join, and then people get personal trainers. I think those are a complete ripoff. I mean, they're so expensive. If you know someone that works out, they'd be more than happy to help you. Even I can help you. Just ask me questions and I'll tell you about my routine and what worked for me, and maybe you could do something about that. I'm also really into dieting and whatnot, and cooking my own food and trying to stay as natural as possible. So like, I could help you guys with guidelines of what you could possibly do to help you, you know, lose weight and whatnot, or get to where you want to be. But yeah, anyone can just go to a gym and start doing exercises. You will see results, because as long as you're burning calories and increasing your metabolism rate, you'll start to feel better. And then you kind of pick up on lingo and stuff. Like the other day when I was at the gym, a guy asked another guy at the gym for a spot, and I was just overhearing this, and he was like, "Hey, can you spot me for this?" And it was incline bench press. So the kid went over there, and the spotter went over there, and he was like, "Hey, do you need a lift off?" And I don't know why, but it surprised me that I've been going to the gym for years, but for some reason it shocked me that I feel like I understand the lingo. I feel like I'm part of the gym community. A lift off is when you're pressing something upward, and you basically need them to lift it up for you off of the bar, or off of the rack, so that you can do your lift, because by yourself you physically can't lift it off if it's too heavy for you. So I just thought that was interesting. So I mean, you definitely got to go out there and try new things, because you only live once. I kind of hesitated to say that because you know, YOLO is such a weird term, I think, because it can be used by stupid people to excuse themselves for doing crazy, foolish things. But yeah, you do only live once, or at least that's what I believe. I mean, if you're into reincarnation, that's cool, but I just don't think that that's a viable option. What else? Lately I've been really stiff because I don't stretch anymore. I used to stretch all the time because I was in karate for several years, and then after that I got to brown belt second degree in Okinawan karate. But then I quit because I just wasn't enjoying it anymore. That was around like when I was graduating high school, so when I was like 18-ish. Maybe even before that.